Today's video going to try to show you how to put KODI on an Android phone or tablet. It will work pretty much on any portable Android device, this method. So hopefully you'd like to give it a try. I've enjoyed it from time to time on my Android phone and tablet. This one has nothing on it other than my regular phone things. So the first thing you want to do is connect your phone to your computer. And you can see here mine popped up. I'll read it for you. It says Galaxy S5 Neo. It's a Samsung. And that's the phone I have. But any Android phone pretty much should work. And then the next thing we want to do is go to the Google Play Store on your phone. And at the Google Play Store, simply search for KODI, K-O-D-I. And you'll see first one on the list. You click KODI. I know you can't really see it on this too well because of the screen lighting, but you'll see it on your screen as you go to do it. And then simply click Install, the Install button, and Accept. I don't know if the light is kind of bright for the camera, so but you'll have to trust me that it's installing. Trying to get it so you can actually see it on the camera, but it's installing there at the moment. So just waiting for the Android device to install KODI, and it's almost done. It only takes a moment or so. Almost done installing KODI on your Android device, and it's kind of neat because you can then watch KODI wherever you are. Open. So I just click open, and you can see KODI 17 at the time of this recording, the very latest in KODI 17, and it's simply done, other than you need to program it. Now that only took a few seconds. And that's pretty much it, other than, like I say, you have to program this now. And I have a very easy method to program, very similar to another video I've done on this channel, so maybe you'd like to check that out. But in the meantime, I will go over it again for this Android device, how to get this set up very easily. Basically, all we're going to do is run a backup. So if you have your own backup, place it on your computer and pull it into KODI here, you can do that. Or you can get my generic backup from my online site. It's xbmc-kodi-tv.com. xbmc-kodi-tv.com, and you can get my generic backup from that site if you don't have one already. So what we're going to do, I already downloaded it from that site, so I have it on my computer. So I'm just going to lay my phone down here now for a second. So I'll navigate to where I downloaded it on my computer in the downloads. So you can see, well, I don't know if you can see here on the computer with this camera, but of course I have it on screen as well. So I have a little bit of both. But on the screen you'll see in my downloads folder, you will see the backup folder. Now when you first download it from xbmc-kodi-tv.com, it will be a zipped folder, and you have to unzip it to get this particular one that we see here on my screen in the download. So this is the unzip. And don't forget, according to the last video, delete, make sure you do delete the zipped folder. Get rid of that because it will cause confusion later if you don't. So now we're just left with this one. So now that I know it's in my downloads folder, and here it is, I already know it's there, I just checked, and my phone is connected. That's the first step we did. So what I'm going to do is right click on this backup folder of KODI and click copy. So now I have it on the clipboard, and what I'm going to do is navigate to where my phone is. So click this PC, here's my phone, it says Galaxy S5 Neo. I'll double click it. Now I can put it, what I've copied, directly on the phone, or I can put it on a card if I have a little SD card connected, which I do. Now I don't want to take up more room on my actual phone, so I'm going to install it on my SD card. You may like to put it on your phone. If I had more space on my phone, if it was a larger space storage on my phone, I would definitely put it on my phone, because this takes up just over a gig of the backup. So that's a fair amount of space. So you might want to consider that. So on my card, I know I have a lot more room. So I'll click on the card, and it depends on where you want to put it. I'm actually going to put it in the DCIM folder, and I'm going to create a folder in there. You can put it anywhere. Just I find I access this one a lot, so I'm just going to put it in here and call it KODI stuff. You can call it whatever you want. And then I'm going to double click it to open it, if it'll let me do it. Where's my computer frozen now? Okay, so now it's finally letting me here, so I'm going to take my time clicking. I'm into that folder now. I just created on my phone, and I'm going to click paste. So I'm pasting. It says, do you want to copy this file to your device? And I'll say yes. Do you want to copy all this? I'm going to say do this for all devices, so I don't have to keep clicking yes. And it's now loading that whole folder, which is a backup copy of KODI, onto my phone device. Only I'm putting it onto my storage card, which is connected to my phone. And this may take some time, so we'll just wait now for this to transfer. It's telling me 18 hours remaining, but I don't think it's going to take that long, although it does take quite some time. I don't know why. It's just a lot of things. It's a whole gig worth of data, and it's transferring to my phone. So you may also need a lot of patience and just sit back and wait, or just go do something while it transfers. Just keep an eye on it, so it doesn't mess up or whatnot. Quirky things sometimes do happen. So anyway, you can see the green line starting here to show in the transfer. So we're just going to wait now, and maybe even show this in skipping ahead to where this particular part ends in the transfer, and then we'll continue from there. And that about wraps up the transfer of the backup file that we've done, moving it over to the Android phone or tablet, whichever device you've used. I've used my Android Samsung phone. It has taken about just over an hour and a half to transfer using my laptop and my device. That time can vary depending upon your devices. It's a fair amount of time, but the reason I think is because I have such a large backup folder. It contains a lot of KODI things or options or whatever you want to call it. If you have a smaller backup, I'm sure it would take a whole lot less time. But I have so many things on there, and I won't even have time in this video to go over all those, so maybe you can even experiment a little bit yourself. But I'll show you how to set up some of the main ones on it. It's basically all done now, in fact. So from here, I'll minimize this screen so you can see my camera here and what I'm doing with the actual phone. Hopefully the screen can show up okay for you. I'm trying to get this. Okay, this is not too bad, I guess, for showing the screen. So I can actually disconnect the phone from the laptop now, because I have the backup on the phone. We just transferred to the Android device here. So first thing we want to do is go to add-ons right here, and then we want to go to program add-ons, because the first thing we want to do is find the backup. Over here is options, so I'm going over to the options and get more and looking for the backup. So just follow these directions that I'm doing here now. I click on backup. I want to install. On your screen you'll see it a bit more if you're just following along here. I know this screen here is not coming out so great in the camera, but if you follow along what I'm saying with your device, you'll see exactly what's on the screen quite clearly. So at the moment we're installing the backup, which only takes a few seconds, and it is installed and added there now. So while it's highlighted still, we'll click it again for it to pop up on screen, and we will say configure, because now we want to find where the backup went on our device, and you will have to know yourself where it went on your device, where you saved it. So as we get to this part, I'll trying to bring the camera a little closer to what I'm working on here. I know you still can't read it because the camera is not that sharp, but when you're doing this process and you're listening to what I'm saying and you see it on your screen as I tell you, it will become a lot more clearer. But basically on this screen, the second line here, it says browse to remote path. In other words, it's asking you where is the backup stored on your device. So you click that and then you go through your device to try to find where it is. Now I know on mine it's located on the so let me see if I can back out here. It's located on the SD card on mine under the DCIM folder and under KODI stuff. And I can see the file name right here, and you will too on your device. Now you don't click that yet, you just click OK. So that's just saying to this that we have located where that backup folder is. So again, we would just click OK that we have found it. Now while we see this backup still, we click the backup to continue in it, and this time we click restore, which is the middle link. We have backup, restore, and open settings. We take the middle link of restore, and when we do, we see the actual backup folder that we were trying to set a moment ago. So now we do click this to pull in. It's asking us, do we want to use an old backup? We just say yes, because it will just do us fine. Now what it's doing here is just pulling in that backup into the KODI software. Basically everything is done for us. We don't have to configure anything or anything like that. All the apps are going to be there, more than you can dream of. And there are so many on there, you may have to go looking through them all to see which ones, if you want them all or not. But when this pulls in here now, in a few moments, it should just take a few moments here to actually pull all that into the KODI software. I'll show you how to probably put a few into the actual section there where it says add-ons, because they're all loaded onto this, but you still have to enable the ones you want. So you may like to enable them all when you see them in the list, or you may like to just enable a few. So I'll just go over a few just to show you how indeed to enable them. Again, you can't see everything clearly on this screen because of the way this camera is, and it's not focusing really well. But when you're going through the steps and listening to this, you can certainly see clearly on your own screen everything I'm mentioning here on this somewhat blurry screen because the camera can only focus so well with this setup. This is almost done pulling in the backup or restoring the backup to our Android device. And it's so neat because you know, you can carry KODI on your phone, carry KODI on your tablet, whatever Android device you have. It is so neat to have KODI so mobile with you. And you can even use it on your data plan, although be careful because it can run your data up quite a bit if you're using it on your data plan. So unless you have a really good data plan, I'd probably save it for when I'm on the Wi-Fi, just to be on the safe side so you don't go over your data. Okay, so now the backup is basically all set and done and set here. So we're just going to hit the button on our Android device, which takes us back to the home page. So the back button on mine is right here. I'll just keep hitting this till I get back and back and back to my home screen on KODI. So then we just go to add-on, or actually we go to video add-ons. Where is that? to video add-ons? Okay, if I click on add-ons, yes, then you'll see video add-ons. And I have some enabled already, but I'll show you now how indeed you add more here, or even these if you don't have them, which at this point you probably wouldn't. But I, in my editing, already had a couple put in here. So we'll go to My Add-ons, and they are all listed. Let's see here, under, where is it? Video add-ons. So once you're into the video add-ons, you'll see them all, including the ones we just seen there already enabled. So you can see Exodus. I have a check mark by it. That was on the front screen that we just looked at a moment ago. Also, I had the Phoenix down here as well. You can see Phoenix got a check mark. So to enable them, it's just a matter really of clicking, and I'll show you here now. Let's pick another one like the RT. Where did I just see that? Here it is right there. The RT channel. That's a pretty neat one. When you click on it, you can see it has an X at the moment. So when I click it, I have the option over here to enable. And now that I have it enabled, I'll just hit the back button on my device, and we'll have a check mark in here as soon as this updates, because you can see it's actually trying to do an update. I just clicked on it to show you that it's going through the update process, and it's downloading an update. And there you see it has a check mark now. So some of them may update as you do it, which is a bonus as well. Specto is another very popular one. So I'll just click on Specto and show you again. It's the same process for every one you like. Click enable, and then you may want to just click the update as well while you're in there. It says there are currently no updates, so that's okay. We hit the back button, and now we see a check mark in the Specto. And you can do this for every one of these in the list if you want them all, or if you just want a few, that's fine. But now we're just going to hit the back on our device till we get back to the home screen of KODI, and every one that we've just enabled are listed here. And if we list them, check them all, they'll all be listed here somewhere. So that's as simple as that. Then you just watch. So there's no figuring how to set all this up. We just watch. We'll just go ahead and pick Exodus for demonstration purposes. Click on TV shows for demonstration, and also most popular. And we'll pick something here in the most popular category just to show you how this does work. And of course you have to wait on KODI. Okay, let's see. I don't even know what this show is, but we'll pick it. Oh, it's Vikings. Okay. And pick season 3. And I'll just pick a random show here. You just tap it and then wait. Now it'll give us a list of streams for that particular show. It only takes a few moments, depending on your device, of course, how fast your device is. And then when this loads, we just go ahead and pick whichever stream works for us. Some do, some don't. I'm not sure which ones work for me on this. Let me see here. See if there's one I recognize that may work. I'll try. I'm not sure. I think my son says the streaming one here is pretty good. Let's try that one. Depending on your area, sometimes certain links work, certain links don't work. So I'm trying this one here to see if it works. And that's the way KODI works, of course. You pick a stream. Some streams work, some streams don't, but generally you'll find one that works. I think this one looks like it's trying to load. So we'll just give it a moment as we're just showing you in this testing phase of how KODI works on an Android device like your phone or your tablet, whichever you'd like to put it on. So looks like it's actually searching through all the different streams to try to find one that's working, and there it is. It's found one on its own, automatic search, and there it is, the show. Now we're not going to watch that, we're just showing for demonstration, so I'm turning it off rather quickly there. And I'm going to hit the back button on my device to just go back a screen and so on, because I could pick another show just the same. And if I go back far enough here now, I could actually go into, for instance, let me see, I'll just keep hitting back. I could go into another app like the RT News channel, for instance, and I could do the same sort of thing. I can, let me see here, RT Live is the first link. I can check, go ahead and pick this one right here, live, and in a moment as it's launching here, we should have RT Live, and just give it a second to pull in the stream. And sure enough, here's the RT live stream right there. And I'm just going to hit stop because we're just showing it for demonstration. And this is how it all works, and you have basically unlimited things to watch, all on KODI on your Android device, whether it be your phone or tablet or whatever you desire. It's pretty awesome stuff. I hope this has helped you out a little bit today, and you may even give it a try yourself. So thanks for tuning in.